Hello. I'm finishing up some crafting real quick. Um, but we're actually currently waiting in Party Finder. And by we, I mean me specifically. Oh wait, this is also a leather worker piece. But yeah, so currently in Party Finder right now. We're missing our off tank, unfortunately. Like yesterday we had a sub, and then today, our off tank is had a work thing come up, so it happens. We'll see what happens, but you know, for now we're chilling. I guess I can switch over to the game and undeafen on Discord. I feel like I'm making so much noise moving my mic around, so I apologize. I didn't really think about that. So we need scouting gear. Just 3 more pieces left. Oh, and I guess I can... I was out here gathering Yaktel spring water, since I only had 1 bit left. I'm trying to see if this... Oh yeah, that picks up my voice just fine. I moved my mic a little bit, so it's a little lower. One of the problems I was having is it was kind of covering the bottom right of my screen. Which I can now see that I've got to extract materia from these things, so... maybe I should do that. But I'm also so close to being done with crafting that, like... Okay, long cap of scouting. Then we've got the vest of scouting. And then... oh, actually. Okay, long cap, then vest, then culottes. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, I guess I might as well undeafen on Discord.
Can melt during my burst.
Yeah.
Not likely, though. I've been kind of good about bloodwetting before I start blasting.
Yeah, because I've been popping Numa, because Numa does the straight line damage to all enemies, so that way it also gives the tanks an extra kill. Like I usually Zoe Numa there. So I'll get like the 80k crit heal or 100k crit heal, and then I'll get like, you know, usually like 60-70k crit damage for crits. I mean, I got high crit, so I usually tend to crit often, so...
Okay, Kata, I'm making the last piece as we speak.
Word. I'm already on Genova.
Okay, cool. I'm in Yaktel, but I'll probably move to Cretania as soon as I'm...
Okay.
Yeah, so wave 2, 3 for logo. I'll write that down right quick.
There is a moment where my health does get low in wave 1. It's once bloodwetting falls off and they start to melt me a little bit. It's really just from the residual autos doing it over time. Like, the boss can kill me fast enough. Well, not fast. It can kill me eventually because its autos hit hard enough.
I'm spamming Sote pretty frequently. So you get like it's like only 4 abilities, but I mean you still get a huge healing boost from that. That's usually how I offset your. That's how I usually offset your damage output on that one. I do that too at the beginning. So usually when we're first starting on the Yan, I just put dot on the Yan so you get the 30k heal immediately off the dot, and then just hit that sucker 3 times. So that's just a religious spam after that.
There you go. That should be everything, right? Because you said you had the weapon and you had a ring in the earring or something. So.
Yeah. Yep, that's good. Thank you.
Yep.
Nailed it. One part.
If you need help melding, oh, I guess you've got your own crafter at 100, so I guess you don't.
Yeah.
Right, for melding you don't need the... No, that's repairing that you need the crafter at the level.
Yeah, repairs are like individual crafters have to be it. Melds, it's just one crafter.
Yeah. Ooh, I actually need to extract materia from my
How many
crafters.
of y'all been playing the Expedition 33 game?
I did the first couple, not even first couple hours. I got to the first bonfire basically. That was about where I cut off. Good intro, real good for a game that really does show how cheap it was. Like, that's a fucking effective storytelling. Just the cost of that game does not betray its quality. Honestly, it's very fucking well made.
Yeah, I have no idea what this game is.
It's like a French
Metaphor with Dark Souls.
turn-based RPG. It's nothing like Metaphor. It's more like Final Fantasy X than anything.
It's kind of like the Dark Souls of high fantasy games, if you think about it.
You're joking, but it's actually kind of there are Sekiro mechanics in there. There's like a parry mechanic when you're getting attacked by enemies, which does kind of make it like a Dark Souls mechanic. I don't know. Until I know how much consumables cost, whether or not parrying is like life or death is kind of unclear. I kind of think dodge is also just perfectly fine.
Wait, is this... Sorry, I spoke too soon. I found somebody whose adventure plates are in French. Which I wasn't expecting. Well, that's neat. I'll probably not play it for a while, if ever, but that's neat.
Very good. You should try it.
It's not even anything against the game that I'm saying I probably won't play it. I don't know.
Did it pass the vibe test to you or something?
Well, it didn't enter when I probably would have done a vibe check on it. Now, a game like Nubby's Number Factory, that game's fire. Real ones work at the Number Factory.
I have no idea what that is.
You.
Hello. I was just extolling the virtues of Nubby's Number Factory.
Nice, nice. I just quit my run.
The thing is, you go to the factory and you work under your supervisor Tony, and you make numbers by shooting Nubby down a pegboard.
Shoot balls at other balls, make bigger number.
Yeah, basically. And you buy upgrades to make it easier to make a bigger number.
Well, because I'm curious, About how long are we giving this?
Well, let's see. I've got 43 minutes left on the party finder.
Seems about right.
No, just making sure is all. I'm in no hurry to scoot us off, but at the same time, I like to make sure I understand everything that's going on.
Yeah, there's not really a reason to sit here for 3 hours if we don't find somebody for 3 hours.
Y'all don't want to like still sit around for 3 whole hours doing nothing? It's crazy.
I mean, there's other stuff we could do.
Enjoy my time.
Or things we could do, like sitting around for
Yeah,
3 hours.
like Frontline.
So true. Dude, Man, I'm done bitching about the market board.
I'd do some Frontline with 7 people.
Broken record. Oh, Frontline's the mode. I was like very confused.
Yeah, Frontline the mode.
Yeah, not Frontline your whatever, your anime
Like
gacha game.
trying to figure out how does girls Frontline
Get-
thing all this?
As soon as I realized you were,
today.
as soon as I knew you were confused, I was like, well, I know what he's thinking, and it's really not that. This Arcadion keeps getting undercut, and I hate it. At least this time it only went down by 2,000 since the last time I checked, instead of 200,000 like the previous time.
Oh yeah.
I literally walked from one summoning bell to another summoning bell just to click on it and check my retainer. But I actually do need to reset their ventures, so... Wow, this robe I got's kind of neat. One of my retainers got me an augmented cashmere robe of healing. And it glows.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Remember, there being augmented gear that did that.
And I could put neon green on it. Or neon yellow. Honestly, the neon green for it doesn't look that bad. And actually, this robe doesn't look that bad for with this hat. I'm close to Sanctuary rank 20. I'm on rank 18 right now, like halfway to rank 19.
Island Sanctuary?
Yeah.
When did you start yours?
I mean, I started it when the game mode first came out, but like, it wasn't until like a month ago that I got back into it. Maybe a little bit more. As it turns out, just doing your weekly deliveries or whatever in the Island Sanctuary does a lot for you.
Yeah, that's like the only way I will level this mode anymore. Past like rank 10, it's so fucking slow to do it any other way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
Do it
expect you to.
faster, but I'm not gonna do that.
Building buildings also makes it go a little faster.
Yeah, I ran out of those to do.
Yeah, because I'm.
What rank are you, Mogu?
14.
Mogu, what rank?
I'm 16. I haven't had anything to build for a while.
Oh yeah, I
That's
think
when
the last
all
one you get.
workshop XP after that.
Yeah, I think the last one you get is 15.
Seems right. They got like grade 4 upgrades for a patch. Did you make any money? No, because I didn't send you to do anything. Cool.
Yeah, I have to check on my gardener.
Bro, what the fuck is this? How is it you identify what's good to create at the time?
I don't know. I just use the Discord that tells me what to do for the week.
Oh, is there Discord to do that?
Yeah, it's called like Overseas Casuals or something.
I was doing that for a while, just like every week I would go Google and hope there was a Reddit thread for it, and when that Redditor stopped doing it, I stopped doing it.
Yeah. With this one, it's they've got like a bot that posts it every week on Wednesdays. And so they just have the basically they just have Tuesday and Wednesday be rest days. And then you just do the workshop agenda for the rest of the week, which I'm actually going to set up now. There's probably a way to copy and paste it, but I don't know that way, so.
You know. Oh. I probably won't bother, because it occurs to me that I have to like play the mode to actually get materials in it.
I have one island Popoto, so this won't work.
Passively do it. Remember, are there like any mounts?
Yes.
Like the late ranks, like
Oh.
17, 18, 19, 20, I don't even know.
I know you get the Felicitous outfit unlocked at rank 20.
I don't. Like the last one I gave a shit about was the motorcycle, but that was like rank 14, 12 or some shit. I don't even remember.
I thought it was like rank 10.
Might have been 10, yeah. Okay, I know they added more onions, but I don't give a shit about those. I didn't even buy the first ones. It's a hell of a lot of work for that fucking mode to just get like a costume or like a reskin mount for high rank. I don't
Yeah.
think they add anything to the infrastructure beyond the rank 16 though.
Dude, I don't have like any of this stuff. I don't have buffalo beans. I don't have watermelon. I don't like this. That's it. I'm just doing cycle 4s on cycle 3.
I gotta work out like a system in my like FOMO brain to stop playing gacha games for like a few days to actually play real video games. Because otherwise I don't think I ever have a chance of finishing a video game now. I play too many of them at once to actually manage.
Rip.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
Without playing too many time vampires sucks all the time out of playing real video games. FF14 is actually kind of guilty of that too, but I don't play it very much because there's not much I have to do.
Same here, all you do to log in is to raid or to mass out my tomes or to I'm just patiently waiting for the occult crescent to come out.
You know, that one's definitely gonna destroy my schedule. I probably should try and finish a Clear Obscure before then. Especially because it's only like 30 hours or some shit. Shit, I started like Liza P, I think, what, almost a month ago now, and I only played like 10 hours of it and just left it behind. That's a good game too.
I got a
Stop playing.
I got a decent amount into Yakuza 0 and I just stopped playing it.
I don't think it's worth finishing because there's some really good shit in Yakuza 0 that happens, but it's also like an impossibly high bar. I don't think the games in its series ever really reach. Well, maybe the ones I haven't played, I guess. I just know that the games immediately after it do not at all reach the heights.
Well, I thought, like, at least I have through 2. 0, 1, and 2.
You know, 1 and 2 are a lot worse than Yakuza 0.
Oh.
Because I mean, it's like technically Yakuza 6, really. It came out before 6, but it realistically is.
We see.
It's a good story. I don't really think the game is anything special, though. It's just like pretty straightforward.
Oh, I'm missing a bunch of materials. I need more rock salt and more copper ore.
Yep, that's why I decided not to do this. Because I remember the gathering sprees every week were kind of fucking rough.
For the most part, I've got a stockpile of things, just not a big enough stockpile of some things.
I feel like I had a stockpile at one point, but then it ran out, and then I had to do it again every week to continue, you know, doing the weeklies.
Yeah.
It wasn't even fucking weekly, I guess. You had to show up like every few days to set more.
Well, it's basically weekly if you do it how I did it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I guess the Discord server might literally just tell you exactly what's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Right, like, they have a prediction for the week. I guess it's not necessarily perfect, but generally it's pretty good. I usually make, like, I don't know, 20k Seafarer calories.
Yeah, that's basically perfect.
Maybe it's like 15k. You can make more if you do it right.
I've had weeks where I made like 26k manualing it, but I have lost the art of that now. I don't remember how to do that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's literally just looking at the demand.
Yeah.
And
They also have a thing for doing it the recommended every day.
yeah. You can optimize it based on like the day-to-day values.
Yeah, well, that's how their recommended does it. Probably just pulls the values at, like, some time.
The way the Reddit post had it was like 3 days break, 3 days break, and that kind of worked out. You would just set 3 days and then come
Yeah.
back on the 4th day to set the next 3 days. And that was pretty much fine. But at the same time, like, who the fuck wants to do that?
Yeah, setting it every day seems like too much work, which is why I do the once a week thing.
It's also kind of unnecessary. Every day is not even really gonna be that necessary. Just like,
Yeah, well, if you're trying to
see the next
optimize
3
it.
days.
Oh, can you see the next 3 days?
Well, you can see how market trends are gonna happen, and I think that just pretty much tells you how the next 3 days will probably go.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Yeah, I never got into it enough.
I don't understand the market at all in that thing. I just look at the symbols, and I think at some point they started to make sense to me.
How much more copper do I need? Okay, I'll finish gathering this set of copper. Then move on to rock salt. I need a lot of rock salt.
I already got like every item from the lottery except for the mount in the space mode, so I just went ahead and bought the mount for 500k, so I don't have to go back into it. Kinda over that mode as it gets further in.
Yeah, I kind of want to grind it out, but I don't know how if I want to grind it out that much.
Yeah, the gathering grind sucks. Even when you've optimized the missions, like you're just waiting on GP for the vast majority of your playtime, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, at least with the earlier missions, you don't like need the GP. Though it
Yeah,
definitely
you
speeds it up.
use it to just go faster, get gold easy, but you have to use like all of your GP plus a high cordial for the later ones if you actually want to get gold.
Hmm. Do the later ones involve collecting collectibles?
No.
Not
well,
always.
Yeah, there is some that does that where you have to do collectibles and then ethereal reduction, which requires 1,000 collectability too, which is not good.
It's a thing, yeah.
1,000 collectability rotations are pretty fucking GP intensive.
Yeah, I think usually they take me 700 or something.
And you want to go for a skill that gives you gathering attempts too.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, that's why it takes 700.
I don't. If it wasn't for the GP, if the fucking missions just refilled your GP when you start one, it would be perfect. But
Yeah.
shit, dog, I don't want to sit here waiting on GP for hours and hours for a fucking relic thing that's gonna get replaced in phase 2.
It's possible that
Probably
they
not even
upgrade
shown.
it from
Yeah,
phase
they're
2.
gonna upgrade it, I imagine.
So I imagine you just need to do more of the system to get the upgrades. But I don't know.
I'm on like 0.4, I think is what's in my inventory, and there's fucking 9. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, the best one I've got is 0.3.
How
They-
we doing?
There was a thing, still haven't heard a word from anybody, actually. Or nobody's joined the party.
That sucks.
I'm gonna,
Crafting is fine.
let's see, double checking. Yes, I'm still in Party Finder. Looking for off-tank ads, prog, hector, toxic, cleave maxing ads. That's the Party Finder. Seems reasonable to me. I think I was saying this. I want to say I saw a tooltip that said you get extra experience if you're like training them all equally.
Maybe.
I don't know how true that is.
I don't think that's gonna change the GP problem, but if you do a gatherer and a crafter at the same time, I guess you can just craft in between missions on gatherer.
Yeah.
It's still a grind. I guess it's not even a particularly time-consuming one. I just really don't want to waste like 30 hours on a pickaxe that's not the final form of the relic pickaxe for this expansion?
But if you acquire the final form of this one before you get the next one,
Yeah, I mean I would. I just won't. Don't fucking care what the 3.0 relic ends up looking like. Because I barely care what the 1.0 relic looks like. If we're lucky, it'll be fucking glowing when I get to the 1.0, but I doubt it does.
kind of don't like how I have to hit so many nodes before the rock salt becomes available again. I just need some rock salt, man. Still need 18 rock salt.
Weird.
What's weird?
I just figured when I googled I googled the relics, thinking maybe there would be one of those videos with the person who just data mined all the models and did like a 360 view in game. They just spin the camera around to look at them, and there isn't one. I feel like that's the first time I've ever done that with this game. There was just nothing. No one gave a shit to do that. Are they that boring?
I guess it's just that you've got to do it.
I don't know.
It's up to you, Mogu. You've got to be the person to do it.
I don't know. I'm sure if I asked in the chat, someone would just link one of them so I can see what they fucking look like.
Maybe they're sworn to an oath of secrecy when they hit 1.0.
I don't know. Sucks. What the fucking relic look like?
I mean, honestly, because there's a mission that's like, oh, do one of every achievement, or do one of every mission with gold, I'm just like, I don't know, whatever rank I get after that, I'm down for it.
Let me see. You have to use a crafter and a gatherer for the later research tiers. That's
Yeah, that's what Pepsi was
Yes.
saying. Why he couldn't
Yeah,
continue
that's
with
what I've
Fisher.
been bitching about.
Is there a time limit on that too?
Mm.
Not.
Wait, so are you saying for the later tiers you have to gather the thing and then craft with it?
Seems
That's
that
what it
way.
implies, yes.
Wow.
Oh, there is a time limit for these ones, but it's a lot longer. I guess. I don't know. What is that time? It's like 10 minutes? It's like 10 minutes. It's a far cry from fucking 3 minutes.
Am I finally done collecting? I'm finally done collecting rock salt.
Nice.
Let's go. Now I can mindlessly craft stuff on the moon. Thanks for that. A new mech ops mission. Guess I might as well apply as a pilot.
Sorry about that, I'm back there.
You're fine. You didn't miss too much.
I figured. Kid over here, barely about to be 9, trying to have a teenage attitude. Don't work with me. I'm Red Foreman, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass.
Yeah. It
Go eat,
doesn't
you
glow.
fat potato. Not fat potato. Not fat. Not fat. Looking like a used car.
Oh man, speaking of cars, I recently heard about this electric truck that a company's making that I thought sounded pretty cool. I think the company's called like...
Truck?
Yeah.
The one you can buy off Amazon for 20,000.
I don't know if you buy it off Amazon. I think Jeff Bezos is just like a big investor in it. But I don't know, it's cool. I'm all for cars not having all the like infotainment system bells and whistles. And it's like, I don't know. They got mechanical windows, dude. Gotta roll up your window.
I think putting computer chips that manage all your car's main functions is a bad fucking move.
Well,
'Cause
I don't think
computers are
that's-
not perfect.
I don't think that's going away, and I also don't know if it's necessarily a problem.
You know, my mom has a Ford that's pretty new, so it has one of those consoles that manage all your car features in the center
Yeah.
of it. That screen is frozen up multiple times when I've just been going to work.
Oh.
I don't know how much it happens for her. Like, that shit is not functional.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying I don't like the infotainment system, but like, I don't know, one computer handles like, oh, your windows and your lights and your everything. So it's like, I don't know. In that respect, it's like, I don't think cars should be so dumb in the sense that like, you lose very basic features, but we definitely don't need the like only touchscreen stuff. The only reason that those exist is because it's cheaper to make than having a dashboard with buttons and stuff.
It feels like a massive downgrade other than like ease of use. It's easier to find a few things.
I would disagree because I have to take my eyes off the road to look at the screen to find the menu because there's no haptic feedback.
Yeah, in that regard, it's a huge fucking L. It's like the most distracting shit in the world.
Yeah, like
I've
why?
turned them on multiple
I
times
would
and
rather
it's
just
stopped.
be able to reach over and grab the knob that's like the right size for the AC or whatever. Like I know what the AC knob feels like. I know what the
Driving
volume.
manual.
The car has a thing where it's like, press this button to swap your driving mode to save on gas. So you have to press a button below the screen, and then you gotta look away from the road to click the mode that saves money on gas. It's not on by default. So if you forget to do it in your driveway, well then fuck you. Do it on the road. Or you're going to lose gas money.
Yeah, why does it not just do that by default?
Manual.
I don't fucking know. I don't think there's
Yeah.
a setting to change that either.
Of
Drive a
course not.
manual, it's cheaper.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
It is
Sounds
actually.
like you need to buy an older vehicle.
So, like I have
Buy
a.
you a nice used
Or buy
2001 Toyota.
the slate truck, because that thing's gonna. That
No,
thing's.
you buy a 2001 Toyota Solera, it costs you $2,000. The pieces to it are dirt cheap. You can buy a Toyota Camry instead. If you
Okay, well,
really
that's
wanted the
true.
same fucking car.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely a
Go
used car is
around
cheaper.
Looking to get a car, I'm probably gonna think very carefully about cars that are taking my attention off the road because their
Oh yeah.
fancy
Sorry,
new
Bob.
features are actually
No, you're
detrimental.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
I drive a 2015 Ford Focus. Like it's manual.
Ooh.
But to give you an idea on my gas mileage, so it says highway I get 36, right? My highway mileage, I'm actually getting 45. I'm getting like 9 more than what it actually says.
Hmm.
But then again, I also don't drive like a dumbass. And then city it says 26, and I'm usually getting like about 32 to 33. So I mean, you definitely do like on 1 tank gas, you know, which is about a 9-gallon. Yeah, it's about a 9-gallon tank. Maybe 10. I go about 550 miles. So it ain't bad.
Yeah.
Listen, I really want to save gas. I just throw that bitch in neutral when I'm going down a hill.
Thinking, like, bro, I've used so many different, like, phones or, like, computers or consoles, game consoles especially, like, these things don't age very well, and they very quickly start to fail in, like, easy ways. Like, they just slow down tremendously, or they can freeze up, or they have to reboot. Putting that into a car where you have to do important things on that screen is really fucking bad.
Yeah.
That means your car has a fucking life expectancy
Oh yeah. Well,
built into its screen.
they do it because it's cheaper, and when the thing fails, you're just gonna buy a new car because you can't fix it yourself. Which is why I'm all for the slate truck or whatever, because it's like the whole point is that the car is very much do-it-yourself. There's not the big infotainment system that has all the stuff. It's got knobs and levers. It's small compared to other trucks. It's like you've got 2 seats, 2 doors, and a trunk, like a bed for plywood or whatever. It's like, yes, please.
Yeah, it's a nasty half bed. Absolutely disgusting.
What do you mean a half bed?
So in a truck, there is a full-sized bed or a half bed. You either are buying a truck with a full bed with the intent to put things in it, wood, furniture, things of that nature, or you're buying a half bed for looks. It's up to you.
Yeah.
There is the correct purchase, and then there is a wrong purchase.
I guess the full bed is like the ones with the really fucking long truck beds.
It's like a large. You can
Well,
fit
no.
like a
So how
couch
long is a full bed?
to fit a like a couch. A couch is a great example. You can fit in a full bed. Most
it's about
trucks
4.5,
you see are
5
full bed
feet.
trucks. Well, half beds, which is what a lot of like popular trucks nowadays seem to be, like the Jeep trucks and a bunch of other things, are half beds. Lot less space, and it just defeats the purpose of you buying a truck.
Well, they're saying the bed fits a sheet of plywood, so I'm expecting 8 feet. Right?
You're driving a limo.
I don't know if 8 is. I just
Motherfucker
kinda
driving a
made that
hearse.
number up, but I thought about it
I
for
mean-
a sec. That's kind of too much.
Even like on a half bed, you'll probably have 4 feet of that plywood still sticking out regardless. Because usually like half beds are like about, or a full bed's usually like about 6 feet, or like anywhere between 5 to 6 feet depending on the truck. Like, cause you know, again, like if you get a King Ranch, right? Like those beds are way longer than, you know, say like a regular truck.
Yeah.
Cause they're meant for like, you know, ranch work and stuff.
Oh, that's cute. They make like baby bed trucks, true.
Yeah, and it's disappointing to look at.
That is very disappointing. I would not. I would
Look,
make
like,
fun of
I'm-
someone with that truck.
I'm not a car guy. Never have been. I drive a shitbox. Perfectly content. But I cannot get behind purchasing a half-bed truck. I just cannot.
I agree. This truck,
At that point,
they say
you
it's...
want a pavement, you're a pavement princess.
Yeah. They're saying this truck's dimensions are 14.5 feet long, like the full truck. So that's plenty of room for a bumper in the front, 2 seats, and an 8-foot bed. Which doesn't seem like a half bed to me. The cab is...
It's a 2 cab?
Yeah, it's just... there's no backs to it. Like, it's
Single
just...
cab.
it's just... Yeah.
Single cab? Okay.
Yeah, it's just 2 seats in the front and, like, a very basic dashboard.
Think of like your Rangers, man.
Yeah, or like your Toyota Tacoma or whatever. Like the old,
Yeah, there you
like,
go.
90s trucks.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it looks like somebody was like, hey, we want to make a simple vehicle, and we want to make it cheap. And so you make it cheap by making it small. It's cheap for an electric vehicle, and for a truck.
So you get like, you know, they live in like the mountains and then the battery drains fast.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely like a, I live in the city and wanted/needed a truck.
is a city thought. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Another thing is they have kits that they plan on selling on their website to convert the bed into like an SUV, and you're supposed to be able to do this on your own. So like you could fit
Remember
5
the
people.
old days when like you just threw a couple of chairs into the bed of the truck, bolt them down, make sure they had a seatbelt, and you're good to go.
Well, I think people would call that illegal now, but you know.
No,
This
Like, that's good living right there.
actually, it's not illegal in a lot of states as long as it has a seatbelt and the seats are bolted down. Like it's actually considered legal.
I see. Well, honestly, that's probably what their kit is basically doing. Right?
Yeah.
Their kit is basically just here are some seats, here's a roof for it, here's seat belts, boom, bolt them down.
Yeah, I mean, people in Georgia fucking do that shit and just throw a couple people
Yeah.
in the back, you know, seatbelt them.
It seems like the whole point of the truck is that it's modular and that the person who bought it can make updates to it pretty easily. So you can buy it really simple and then do what you want with it, which is cool. I like it. At least I like the concept of it. Yeah, that's probably true. If you know our government still does electric vehicle rebates or whatever. Yeah, I'd hope. The car's not even out yet. It's supposed to. I think they start production next year. So it'd be out in like
Beginning of this year,
2027. I don't know.
I think they said like they're starting November, December.
I heard something about a 2026 date. That might be when it comes out. That might be when they start production. I don't know. But either way, if I was looking for a car, honestly, that got moved up my list.
That's not a car, it's a truck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, first of all, I myself don't really need much from a car, and it's cheaper than the cars I was looking at anyway. I guess
How about,
that's...
Looking at cheaper cars.
It sounds like I should be looking at used cars, not new ones, but...
Probably.
Yeah,
No,
but-
no, even then, just
Cars are fucking expensive.
Well, I want like an electric vehicle, if anything, because I don't really travel that much,
Yeah,
and
I
I'd
bought
rather
my,
not use gas.
I bought my Ford Focus at CarMax, and it was only 15K, and it only had 59,000 miles on it.
I feel like that's not that bad.
Actually, not. Plus, it was manual, so.
But yeah, I feel like I'd want an electric vehicle because I would rather just charge it at home instead of
that four
instead of
electric
buying
vehicle.
gas.
Hey, really quick, what's the timer left on this BF?
Let me check.
Your poor electric bill.
4 minutes.
4 minutes? Okay, look. You know what? I'll wait the 4 minutes. I was gonna say pull the plug on this shit.
I'm looking, Bepsi, but I can't see anything. I only see your name lighting up.
Ah!
I love it. Welcome back, buddy.
But yeah, in the case that we do end up not raiding, you know, we've got 4 minutes to find out. Anyone want to do like frontline or something?
I am going to dip.
Make food.
Ray is
Oh.
Ray is actually awake for once, so I'm gonna talk to her.
Oh, fair enough.
So, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I have a buddy I've not talked to in like a fucking week, so I'm gonna go check on them.
1 week?
Something like that.
1 week? That's it?
I don't know, they're
Yeah,
nocturnal. I talk to them. Usually we talk very frequently, and it's then turned into never, so.
Nocturnal. Why aren't you nocturnal then?
Because he's got a normal job.
So I have a job, and this person is a unemployed school person. Student, that's the word.
Unemployed school person. I like that one better. No, just let's go with the unemployed school person. I like that better.
Yeah, alright, I'll pull the plug. You're free to... There's 3 minutes left anyway. So,
You'll all miss me greatly, but I'll talk to you all soon enough.
yeah, sorry about that, but
Don't worry, I
Well.
miss you too, buddy. I miss Kaido more, but here.
No, I didn't.
well, Kaido's already here.
I was talking about Bepsi already left. I was gonna finish that sentence on him.
Probably for the best he didn't hear that. Oh, I'm a dip. I'll see you later.
Yep, fair enough.
Dipping's bad for you. They tell you that in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I know. I'll catch you guys later.
Peace.
Your ketchup.
What? What's wrong with brownies and ketchup?
Yeah, it's just. I think that's the dipping that the military tried to warn you about.
Maybe, yeah. We'll try it.
Why is
Look,
it
man, when
taking?
you're hungry, you don't got anything, you know, when you're out in the field. You'll eat anything sometimes.
Is that just like a MRE on the fly sort of thing, or
Yeah.
how did that? Okay, I figure. You only have so much shit in there. You're gonna use it all.
Mm-hmm. And usually, like, people will pick and choose what they want and then leave the rest. So, like, by the time you're done with that box, you'll have, like, the weirdest concoction of just random crap. And when you're really, really hungry, you know, you don't got a box of MREs anymore. You got a box of, you know, random junk.
You know, I guess that kind of makes a lot of sense. Only, you know, like when I was a kid, I had a few rations because like my mom was going out with somebody who had parents who had a bunch of that shit. They just gave it to the kids for fun. I was like,
Okay.
yeah, I can see how you would just have a lot of leftover shit you don't want to eat.
Did you make MRE bombs? Please tell me you made MRE bombs.
Is it just combining a bunch of different foods?
No. You get a Gatorade bottle, you take the heater, you put it in there, you put the water in there. Because, you know, once it touches water, it starts heating up immediately. Shake it up, throw it somewhere, it'll explode. Create shrapnel. Give you a nice boom. Yeah, MRE bombs. I mean, you know, we didn't do that on deployment, I promise.
Alright, honestly, I might go chat with that friend as well. So,
Have fun.
yeah, it was a pleasure sitting around and talking with you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. Deuces. See you, Mogo.
Alright, yeah, sorry for the bit of a shorter stream and not being so eventful, but I guess such is the life of finding somebody on PF. Honestly, if it were later in the week, we probably would have found somebody. Right, because it's, if I had to guess, it's a bunch of different groups looking for whatever, and our group was probably buried. But anyway, that'll be it for tonight. We'll be back Friday, and then I believe we should have a sub. So, yeah. We should have a sub set up. If not, a replacement, because I'm gonna set up a recruitment post. So, anyway. Good night. Thanks for joining. See you next time.